In business at 8:14 this morning, the government shutdown is over. A last-minute deal passed both the House and Senate late last night and got President Barack Obama's signature on it early this morning, just after midnight, reopening the federal government. So what's in this deal and what does it mean for you? Brad Huffman, a certified financial planner with Future Finances, joins us live this morning to talk about it. Brad, as always, great to see you.
Good to be here.
All right, so I guess that's the big thing. What's in this deal, basically?
Well, not much. Let's put it that way. It's more dates. 3 dates that we pay attention to. December 13th, January 15th, February 7th.
Okay.
December 13th, the first one, they have a committee, group of people supposed to come up with some ideas for dealing with the January 15th date, which is basically how long government will be up and running. So we basically kicked the can on that issue. February 7th is the third date. That is basically how long that Treasury can borrow money. So the debt debate's been pushed off a few months. The budget battle's pushed off a few months. We didn't do a whole lot.
So it basically just keeps kind of getting pushed forward, like almost like a Band-Aid type thing.
Yeah, we talked about it on the first day of the shutdown when I was here.
Right.
Kick the can. It's exactly what we did.
Okay.
And again, now the big question is anything going to change in the next few months? And I just don't think a whole lot will.
Now, what about the average person? How is this going to affect the average person,
well,
or is it?
I think for the most part, for most of us, unless you're a federal worker, the biggest issue will probably how it affects the economy and how it affects your investment portfolio.
Okay.
I think from an economic perspective, probably not a big deal. I mean, I'm sure it costs a lot of money because of all the shutdowns, but a billion here and a billion there, unfortunately, doesn't mean much anymore. So I don't think it's going to mean a whole lot to the economy.
Okay.
For those of us investors, now it's real money. The market actually did very well, much better than I would have anticipated during a shutdown.
Like during this whole thing?
Exactly, yeah. We're not too far.
Why do you think that is?
I think mainly because the Federal Reserve has taken away other investment opportunities.
Okay.
So if you're an investor, are you going to go to 1% to a CD, or are you going to look at the stock market? So I think that has been a major factor, and I think, interestingly enough, with all the dysfunctionality in Washington, the Federal Reserve is probably more likely to remain more supportive. So I think that has been a big deal.
You mentioned, for folks looking at their investment portfolio and everything, do you think that this will, when the stock market opens today, we'll see a bump?
I don't think you're going to see a huge reaction, mainly because leading up to the signing, I was in bed by the time they got it done.
Right.
The market was rising, so I don't know that you're going to see a whole lot of reaction. It's almost, the old mantra is buy on the rumor, sell on the news. So I'm not confident that we're going to see a whole lot more added to this. It's a done deal. Now the question is, and the big issue that I'm facing is, we've had no real economic data in 2.5 weeks. So we don't even know how the economy's been performing. We're going to probably get a slew of data. That's going to really impact what the market's going to do.
So when all that comes out, then keep an eye on the markets.
We don't even know what the unemployment numbers were for September, and that's a big deal. So we'll find out soon. That will dictate the short-term performance.
All right, Brad, and then of course, obviously, then January and February.
Yep.
We'll probably have to reconnect and see how things look then.
It'll be interesting, to say the least. We'll find out.
All right, Brad Huffman, thanks so much.
Pleasure being here.
Appreciate it. Fox 28's your station for continuing coverage as the government reopens this Thursday morning. We'll bring you any new developments here on air and on our website, myfox28columbus.com.
If you find yourself doing strange things to keep your